Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome aboard if you're new. How are you guys? I am sorry I have been gone for the last few weeks. It's just been pretty busy around here, and then not to mention last week my son's birthday was last Tuesday, and then last Friday was my fiance's birthday, so bit of a busy week last week with birthdays, and just and right now I'm looking outside because it is raining. Yuck. So yeah, we didn't really do too much, honestly, for my fiance's birthday, to be more precise, but my son's, we did something because he is a child, and I feel like it's more precise to, I don't know if that's the right term, I'm sorry. But I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it's more better sometimes to celebrate your child than yourself, because the older you get as an adult, I feel like it's not as fun. I feel like the last few years, I always did something fun for my birthday, and this year, I will admit, my birthday this year sucked. I say it sucked because for my birthday this year, which my birthday was a little over 2 months ago, for those of you that don't know, and my birthday, I stayed home pretty much, except for a little bit, I had to actually go take my son to his pediatrician because he was really sick. And I actually started coming down with it as well, but I didn't feel worse until like after I got him checked out. It was bad. I had flu A the week of my birthday. It was terrible. Thankfully, my son was fine for his birthday, so I was like, I don't want him sick for his birthday because we're going to be celebrating with family, and I just don't need that. Not to mention, he had school the same day, so this was going to be actually, I know for him it doesn't sound that big of a deal because, he's only little, so, he's not the age yet where he can tell me, like, I don't want to go to school. Like, he can't tell me that yet. He is 4 years old, and it's just, let me tell you guys, I was so emotional last week because I was just like, even like 6 days later, I'm still like blown away that I have a 4-year-old, and it's just crazy. Like, his dad and I both were like, how the heck has the 4 years gone by? Like, a blink of an eye and a snap of a finger. That's how fast. And I don't know, I feel like if you have kids of your own, you will understand how quickly it goes, because it feels like 1 minute they're crawling around the floor, whatever. The next they're up saying, bye mom, dad, whoever, I'm going off to school, or I'm going to a friend's house. Obviously Logan can't say I'm going to a friend's house. He can't say that yet, but I know that time will eventually come, and I'm going to be like, okay, bye, I guess. I don't even want to think about that either, but I know, like I said, it's going to be here, and I'm going to be crying really bad. It's going to be not good. Anyways, that being said, if you guys have been seeing what I've been posting on social media, my coloring is still going. I know some of you guys are like, what is your purpose, like, on social media? Like, what do I like to do? I personally like to do a lot of adult coloring. So if you notice, a lot of my adult coloring pages posted on mostly my Instagram and Snapchat. You don't see a lot here on my channel, but I will admit my YouTube doesn't always per se show my adult coloring, only because I do quite a lot of pages in the months. And not to mention, I just feel like it's more easier for me to post it on my Instagram and Snapchat than it is here on my channel, because it's just a lot easier for me to just post the pictures and then share it. But I actually post it also because I'm in different Facebook groups for adult coloring, and I actually post it on there as well. And let me tell you all, that is a lot for me because I'm in so many different adult coloring groups that I have so many people across the world who even view my pages. I sometimes even have to get approved by the admins of the groups if I'm making the standards, which that can be a bit stressful for some adult coloring people because one minute things can be just fine, or the next they're like, oh, this doesn't make our standards. Because there was one time, probably more than that, but as far as I know, it was only one time I accidentally put my coloring page in a different group. It wasn't actually up to their standards, and they had to take my page off. So that was a oopsie, but I learned from my mistake. I realized it was not what they wanted, because apparently the group was just for mandalas and patterns, and I did not post a mandala or a pattern page. It was something totally different from what that was. So that's why they had to remove my page, which is understandable. And then they, had to reach out to me and tell me, like, Alexandra, this is not a mandala or a pattern. And, at that time I was like, I'm in so many groups, and I know you guys are probably like, oh, why are you in so many? Because like I said, I have so many people who probably enjoy my adult coloring pages. So that's why I'm in so many. So anyways, so that being said, I'm still around. I've just been very busy. Like I said, with birthdays, and then actually, I've told you guys in the past, probably wasn't too long ago, I think I told you guys that my son Logan is on the spectrum of autism, and he's actually going to be getting tested for it as of next week. So we don't know for sure, like his dad and I aren't for sure if he has it or not, because obviously he hasn't gotten an answer if he does or not. So we are actually going somewhere to get him assisted. What's the word? Evaluated. I think that's the word. If I'm wrong, just let me know what it is, because I can't think of the word in the top of my head. Anyway, but yeah, he's getting tested next Monday. So his dad and I are going to that, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes as well. Because, if you're a parent, or someone who's been through any of this, or maybe yourself, it can be a lot. So I'm just ready for this to get over with, because I have been waiting so long to get Logan tested, and they actually had to wait almost a year for him to get tested, because the reason why is because they wanted to see how he was progressing in school, and if he was, they wanted to see how he was doing in school, because before Logan was in school, he was mostly at home with me, and then he would see like his dad's side of the family. He would see my family too, of course, but at the same time, it's, they're not the ones who can diagnose, or we're not the ones to diagnose Logan. So of course it's better to obviously have a professional. So like I said, we'll hopefully get the answers after this assessment is done, evaluation. So once I know stuff, if you guys are interested, I will tell you guys what's going on. For those of you who are interested in that kind of thing. If you're not, then you don't have to watch. But like I said, if you're interested in watching, then please just stay tuned, because I just am ready. Like I said, I'm just ready. We probably won't get the if we do get a diagnosis that he has it, we probably won't get the results until like sometime in April, which is actually good, because they said you shouldn't have to wait so long. So that is like, thank goodness, because trust me, like I said, it'll be good to know. But yeah, so yeah, if you guys have anything going on in your life, How's your life going? Is it going good? What's going on? Let me know. Apparently my light's not working. I was trying to work with this light. Turn on the switch, but it's not working. It's very weird. Occasionally the light works, other times it doesn't, so. Gotta love electricity sometimes. But, yeah, the rest of the day, I'm not sure what else is gonna happen. I'm probably gonna work more on my coloring page. I have that to do. I've actually been working on the same one for like 3 days now, but I want to get it more done. Obviously, Logan and I are going to have dinner, so probably be eating in the next hour or so, because yeah, it's 4:10 p.m. right now. Depending on how the day is, sometimes we eat earlier, sometimes we eat a little later. It just depends. Like sometimes we eat like between after 5, 6, 6:30. Just really depends. Like I said, on how the day is. But Logan's getting the bus earlier now for school. Like before, he would get it roughly around 8:30 in the morning. But now, starting today, from today until I guess the end of the school year, which is in June, he'll be getting the bus even earlier than what he was getting before. So, yeah, so I gotta make sure I get him fed at a decent time for dinner and then get him situated for bed at a decent time as well, because he does not go to bed at a decent time. And that's been a hard thing for him, because I try my best to get him to go to bed at a decent hour, but he fights it a lot. And I just try my best, like I said, but it's just doesn't always work out that way, unfortunately. But I think tonight what I'm gonna do, probably a little after dinner, maybe around like after 7 or even maybe 8 o'clock. I just got startled because I just saw a big crow. Whoa, that was a big crow. Sorry, the crow distracted me. But I think tonight I'll give him a bath because he needs a bath, and Logan loves bath time. Like, let me tell you all this. Logan doesn't know how to swim yet, but when he's in the bathtub, he always says he's swimming. Maybe he wants to learn, and if he does, then cool. That'll be a good thing. We unfortunately, we do have a pool, so if we wanted to get him to swim this summer, we do have a pool, but unfortunately, I don't feel like it's not wide enough, so I feel like it'll be better if he's like in a bigger pool or in the ocean, like teaching him. That might help, obviously with supervision, of course, because you know he's only 4, so obviously if someone's with him, he'll be with somebody or with us, his dad and I, you know. But anyways, I just want to give you guys a life update, because I know, like I said, I've been gone for the last couple weeks, almost just about 3 weeks or so, almost 3 weeks, something like that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna think of an idea for dinner for Logan and I, and then, like I said, tonight he will get a bubble bath because he actually loves bubble baths. So, all right, you guys, well, I'm gonna wrap this up. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment something in the comment section. What is something you are looking forward to this week? All right, gotta go. Bye.